friends, welcome back to my channel, or hello if you are new. My name is Mckayla. I'm a 26-year-old mom to 4 kiddos, and my channel's kind of all over the place. I just randomly, sporadically post videos. My videos these days are gift giving guides, or what I'm getting my kids for Christmas, Easter, all of that jazz. So it's October, the middle, near end of October, so I am prepping, planning for the holidays. I'm pretty sure I've already decided what we're getting our kids, and it's just the process of buying it. So I'm gonna have several gift guides up this year, not just what we're getting our kids this year and their gift for their gifts and their stockings, but also gift ideas for kids in certain age ranges, gift ideas for moms or dads or women or men. I have a bunch of ideas and a bunch of plans to make some really cool videos throughout the holiday season. So if you're interested in seeing those videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Keep an eye out for those. Today's video is interesting. I've never seen anything done like this before, but every year when I go to start looking at Christmas presents and thinking about what we're going to be buying, I look back at what I got my kids last year and the year before and the year before, and so all those videos will be linked below. I'm always curious to see like what I thought when buying those. Did they work out the way that I hoped? What do I need to do differently this Christmas than I did last Christmas? So in doing that, I thought, let's rate what I got my kids last year for Christmas. I'm not gonna actually necessarily rate it. I'm just gonna tell you simple yes or no whether or not I think it's worth it, or if it worked out for me and my kid. I'm gonna be putting a screenshot up of the video from last year here, and we're just gonna go through each kid, and I pulled all of their tree gifts as well as some of their stocking stuffers that were more toy related instead of just candy and things like that I didn't need to rate. We're gonna jump in. I'm gonna start with my 1-year-old. Last year she was about 9 months old about that time, so just keep that age in mind when we're thinking about what we picked up for her. And I've got my list here. So her big gift was this 3-in-1 scooter. I thought this was the coolest thing, and I still think it's gonna be the coolest thing, but I really don't know because it's still in the box. Our daughter kind of hit a little bit of a stunt in her growth and her development, and she didn't move quite as quickly as we expected her to. So I think she's at a really good age right now to get it out, and we just haven't popped it out of the box. So I don't want to say, one way or the other whether or not we recommend this product. We just haven't got to use it yet. I mean, it's still in the box. But it's really cool because she can ride on it, she can use it as a scooter, and she can use it to as a push toy. So it's a huge variety of ways that you can use it. I still think it's a really good toy. Really excited for her to get into it. So we'll have everything linked below. I'll have individual links for the products, but then I'll also leave a link to my Amazon storefront that has ideas from several years ago, items that I've purchased in the meantime for birthdays and what. I just have a general kids gift idea list. So if you want to check those out, their links are down below. I am an Amazon influencer, so I do get a small commission off of any purchases made through my link. So if you use that link, I would really appreciate it. Next is this learning table. Everyone has these. I snagged this for super cheap when we bought it for $25. This is an absolute heck yes. I love this toy. She loves this toy. We just got rid of it and she's getting ready to turn 2. And the only reason we got rid of it is because now she's into climbing, and she's climbing on top of it and then climbing from it onto other things. So it's becoming a little bit of a safety issue, and she's not using it for the toys on top like she was at one point. But I love this toy. I've had one for each of my kids and I just absolutely adore them. Next, we got this little bath faucet. We love this toy. We still have it. We still use it. The bottom piece gets into the water and you hit the button and it has sprinklers. It does all these different things. It's really cool. Her and my 4-year-old really enjoy this. Next is this activity cube. I have a little bit of mixed feelings about this activity cube because I paid about $25 for it thinking it would be bigger, and it is not. It's about this big. It's not nearly as big as I thought it was going to be, but the quality is amazing. It is amazing. She literally still plays with this every day. She loves that freaking thing. Totally worth it in my opinion, but it's just, I thought it was going to be this big and it's this big. So it's a little bit smaller than I expected, but I still highly recommend it. She loves that toy. Next, we're kind of getting into some of her stocking items. She got this remote, still uses it, still a great toy. Keep an eye out on Amazon. I said in the video that I got it on a Black Friday deal for $10. Great deal. She loves it. Next are these spinners. We love these. Honest to God, we are probably going to be restocking on these soon because she has just literally beaten them up. She loves them. She plays with them all the time. The older kids actually love them too. Onto the refrigerator, onto the dishwasher, onto the floor, onto the high chair. They're so, so nice. Absolutely recommend these. Next, we have the keys. She really likes the keys. She still plays with them. Not super expensive. Babies love keys. It's just, it is what it is. You can get the cheap plastic ones, but my daughter still would like go for our keys. And now that she has these, she likes them. She'll go for them and she'll leave our keys alone because they look so much more realistic. Next, we got her these blocks, and they're like kind of like silica. I don't know how to explain the material, but they're kind of soft, like almost like a teether material. Like she chewed on these when she was really little. Now she's using them for stacking. They have shapes on them, so there's a side of them that you also have to like match up the shape in order to get them to stack, and then there's a side where you can just stack them. So this is a great toy. I don't think it was super expensive. This can be used for so long because, like I said, she used them as a teether. She used them to stack normally, and now she's getting into where she can match the shapes up in order to get them to stack. Great toy, still in great shape, and she plays with them all the time, so definitely recommend those. Lastly, for my 1-year-old, we got these bath bulbs. I love these. You hear all the horror stories about like the squeezable bath toys getting mold on the inside. It's so gross and it's so scary, and I steer clear of that stuff now. I don't even mess with it. So when I saw these last year, I grabbed them, and she loves them. They just sit on the water, but they've got things on inside, so they float. The animals inside move around. They're so cute. They don't get any water on the inside, and they're super durable. I mean, honey, she has chucked these across the house. She still does sink baths, so she has chucked these across the house. She really loves these, and we even actually put them in our little tiny outdoor kiddie pool for her over the summer, and she played with them in there too, so absolutely recommend. Now we're going to move on to my 4-year-old, who was 3 at the time. First thing we got her was this learning game. Honest to God, I cannot tell you where it is. I think she's played it one time. It's one of those things that you have to sit right there with her and be there constantly telling her what to do, and like it's not something she can do on her own. It's not something that you can even get her started with and go do something else for a few minutes. Like you have to sit there and do it with her. It is, I don't think she's ready for it. She was ready for it yet, and because we just weren't using it, it has gotten lost. I don't know where it is. I'd like to find it again. Now that she's a little bit older, I think she could play with it, and it might be something that I would hang on to for my other for my littlest, but it's definitely not for like a 2 or 3-year-old. I think it's definitely more geared for like 5 and up, in my personal opinion. It just didn't really work out for us. It's still a great quality. It's still a great toy. It just didn't work out for us. The next thing I showed in the video was this makeup kit, and you guys flooded my comments saying that these were not good, that it was much better to get like an adult makeup kit from like Ulta than get these like kitty makeup sets from Amazon or Walmart or whatever. And so I actually listened to you guys, and I sent this back. I got it from Amazon and I sent it back, and I just picked up one of those little sets from Ulta. The next item that we got for her was this Disney suitcase. She loves this. This was I think one of her most expensive purchases. Yeah, this is like her most expensive purchase. She wanted this so bad, and she plays with it all the time. We had some family members get her the extra little sets that go with it, and she loves it. Absolutely recommend if your kid really likes this. I was kind of hesitant about it. I was like, I don't really know how much she's gonna play with that, and she loved it, and she's rough on it, and it's still in great shape. Next is the Baby Alive Grow With Me. She really wanted this, and it was pretty expensive. I think it was around $50, I want to say, and I think they usually go on sale. I think like just recently they went on sale for like 35 or 40 bucks maybe. Did my daughter love this toy? Yes, she did, but it was kind of like a one and done kind of thing. Like the growing up, she did it once and then she was like, okay, and she just played with it as a normal doll. And I feel like for that, it was just too expensive for what it was. She literally had it grow up on Christmas Day. Like it wasn't like a gradual process. It was, she's a baby and I want her to be an adult right now. So it was very quick. It was just kind of like there and done. Like I don't even know if she still has the doll, honestly, because once it grew up, she was like done with it, and she's like, okay. But I will say she has yet again asked for another one this year, so I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to even go back down that route, because that's just a lot of money to spend for her to play with it for a few hours and it just be done. But I typically kind of give in on one item every Christmas, and that just might be hers this year. Now moving into a couple of her stocking stuffers. We got her this Encanto microphone. She loves this thing. We love it. Well, we tolerate it, but she loves it. It's great quality. Highly recommend this toy. We have the Elsa one. Love it as well. Probably going to be getting others as time goes on. Next, she got this Scissor Skills book. This book is amazing. She freaking loves it. I want to find more. She loves them. I ended up actually getting my 6-year-old son one as well for Easter, I think, because he was like, this is so cool. And it's so good for them. It has different patterns and things for them to cut out to practice their hand-eye coordination skills and their cutting. It's so good. And lastly for her, we got the Play-Doh ice cream set. It's like an accessory ice cream set. I do like this set. Again, it was kind of one of those things that doesn't last all that long. Like there are pieces of it like that she can reuse, but like once the syrup is gone, then it's gone, you know. So I think it's good for the price. It was really inexpensive when I bought it. If you guys are like me, add everything to your Amazon wish list and add it to a cart. That way you get notified when it goes on sale. That's how I do everything. If my kids ever say that they want something or they're interested in something, or even for myself, I add it to my list. I add it to my list, I add it to my cart, and I keep an eye on it and see if it's going to drop. I do that with everything, and it saves you so much money. Now we're moving on into my 6-year-old, which was 5. Yeah. Right? Yeah, he was 5 at the time. First thing we got him was this Marble Run. I was a little bit confused when I bought it. I was under the impression that these wouldn't be actual marbles on the inside, that they were going to be a little bit bigger, because obviously marbles are a huge choking hazard when you have like a crawling 9-month-old, and of course now we have an almost 2-year-old and she's just into everything. Marbles are just a no-go. Like it makes me so nervous. But I will say, when I realized that it was just like a normal marble, I had a very like intense conversation with the boys about keeping it, because I was like, I really didn't want to send it back because it's something that he specifically asked for, and they have played with it and they have really followed the rules with it. It's really good quality. It has plenty of pieces, and I don't think it was all that expensive. This one, it came from Target. I'm not sure if they still have it or if I can find it maybe on Amazon, but I'll try to find a link for it. It's really good quality. The pieces are pretty big. Like it's geared technically for toddlers, but it's great for if you're gonna like let them share it. My 3-year-old at the time could help put that together. So it's really good quality and I do recommend it. It's just, it wasn't exactly what I bought it for at that time. Next is the Treasure X set. This was his big ask, the one thing he wanted more than anything last year. And I kind of have a love-hate relationship with Treasure X because it can be kind of expensive. I don't mind to buy the smaller packs, but these big packs that are super expensive, I mean, you can spend 30 minutes to an hour, you know, going through the process, and that's really fun, but that's it. Like when it's done, it's done. Now, I will say my son does play with the figures that you get inside of it and the little pieces and stuff, but the actual whole process of opening it, I mean, it's done in 30 minutes. So that's just how it is. And like I said, I usually splurge once on Christmas for one toy for the kids. If there's something that they really want, that's going to be kind of like one and done, then I will sometimes splurge. And this was his for last year. Next is this kinetic sand kit. My son absolutely loves this. All of my kids play with it. It is one of the coolest sets. I love kinetic sand. You just can't go wrong with it, and all these cool little sets. My daughter ended up getting a different set from them for her birthday, or maybe Easter. I don't know. I think it was for her birthday. She got a set that was like a mermaid theme, and it had all these really cool things in it. There's so many different sets. I absolutely love it and recommend kinetic sand. Here we have the Power Rangers. I said it in the video, but my son literally requests Power Rangers figures every single year, and every single year we get them, and then he gets rid of them when it's time to declutter toys. Like, he doesn't play with them. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And that's exactly what happened with these. These are gone. And I told him when we were decluttering, like back in the summer, I said, I'm going to tell you, if you get rid of these, I am not buying you any more Power Ranger figures. Like, this is not something, like, I'm not going to keep doing this every year. We're not getting any more Power Ranger figures. So They are no longer in this house. He no longer has these, but I will say that they were fantastic quality, and Power Ranger toys can be hard to come by, and they can also be expensive, and this was a really good price on these. I definitely recommend them. It's just, I don't know what my son's deal is with it. He just doesn't play with them like he thinks he will. Next, we're kind of moving into some of his stocking stuffers. We got these Lego dirt bikes for both of the boys. Couldn't go wrong with them. They love stuff like this, and they're really affordable, great for stockings. Next, we got him this set of Mario Kart cars. He likes these. He still plays with them. They're just simple Mario Kart cars, but he does really enjoy them. I will say they're really good quality. They're heavy, and it was really surprising when we opened them and felt how heavy they were. Next, we got the game Spot It. To be honest, I'm not sure that we've opened this. We got several games, and we just haven't played it. I hear so many good things about it. We definitely need to break it out soon, but we just haven't played it yet. Now moving on into my 8-year-old, who was 7 at the time. We got a Super Mario Party game. He likes this game. If he likes it, then go. It's a good game, I guess. I haven't noticed anything like it's not age appropriate or anything like that. It's perfectly fine, and he plays it, so I guess you can't really go wrong with that. Next, we got these skates. He asked for these. He has used them a couple of times, but he's definitely not got as much use out of them as I had hoped, but he does like them, and we got those on clearance, so I really can't complain too much, but I hope that he does get some use out of it this coming summer, and his brother hopefully will too. Next thing is the punching bag, and this is again something we no longer have. We ended up actually getting 2 of these that were really similar last year. We had a family member also get one, and I knew it wasn't a good idea to get this. I even said it in the video, like, this is going to end up in a fight, and that's all it did. It ended up in fighting, going too hard, getting too rough. It didn't work out. I have 4 kids. It didn't work, okay? But one thing I really did like about this specific one, it has a suction cup bottom, so it's not going all over the place, and you don't have to like put sand or anything like that in it. I really liked that feature of this. My kids are just too rough. It didn't do anything for us. Next thing we got is this tech deck set. He liked it, but it had so many pieces. The pieces were hard to get in, hard to maneuver. He needed a lot of help with it. They got everywhere. They got lost. We no longer have it. I don't know. It just didn't work out. Now into some of the stocking stuffers. We got these Gym Dig kits from Dollar Tree, actually. And I was so impressed with these. They had so much fun with them. I mean, are they as great as some of those like National Geographic toys? And like, no, they're not. The gyms aren't as cool, and it doesn't take them as long because they're small. But they're great stocking stuffers, and I got them for $1. So you can't really say anything about that. Next, we got some Picasso cars, the off-brand Magnetile cars. We love these things. You can't mess it up with the Magnetile cars. You just can't. They're so good. Everything about Magnetile is so good. Picasso, we don't buy name brand Magnetiles. Picasso brand is just fine. It works great. The kids love them. I think we started this like 2 years ago, and like we have just continuously added to our tile collection because they love it. We've added so many different things over the years and are actually going to be adding more this Christmas. So I'm excited to give them some new things for them. And our 1-year-old plays with them now. Next, he got this little Bakugan set. He enjoys it. I think he still has this one. It's just kind of like out of my realm. I don't really know much about Bakugan, but he liked it. It was pretty affordable, so I'm good with it. And next, we got him the Sushi Go game. He was not quite ready for this game at that point, but he has changed so much in the last year. I think he's probably ready for it now. It probably would be great for 8 and up, which I think might be actually what it says on there, but he definitely wasn't ready for it at 7. But I'm sure there are some 7-year-olds that would be ready for it, but he wasn't ready then. But the game is actually really, really fun. I enjoy playing it, so it's still a great game. Last, I have a few things that we got all of them, and so, or at least 3 of them, so I'm just gonna lump those all in together. First thing, we got these like Tamagotchi style things off Amazon. The kids didn't really play with them as much as I'd hoped that they would. They were great. They were great quality. They lasted a long time, but my kids just didn't play with them like I thought they would. All of the kids got Croc charms. All of them came from Amazon. All of them loved them. Great stocking stuffers. And last but not least, a gift that we got all of the kids was this little jungle gym climbing thing. This is the best gift that we have gotten them. They love this. They play with it all the time. Of course, our 1-year-old hasn't really ventured out into it yet. I think maybe next summer she will probably be able to get into it, but they absolutely love it. They love it. I'm so glad we got this for them, and I highly recommend it. It's great quality, and it's actually like, it's movable, but like we can make, my husband and I were able to move it around in the yard and then stake it back in and it not move. So it's just, it's I can't say enough good things about it. It was my favorite thing that we got them last year. Overall, I don't know how I feel about how we did last Christmas. I think there's definitely some things that I would change and maybe go back and not buy, but you know, hindsight's 20/20. And you know, that just is what it is. So I'm going to try to take that knowledge of how things went last year to my shopping this year and just try to be really mindful, because everyone knows how expensive things are right now. And I just want to make sure that I am being smart and making good choices, and good choices for them. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited to share what we're getting the kids this year and all of my ideas. I really hope you subscribe and stick around for those videos. They're my favorite videos that I do, and that will be starting on my channel on November 1st. So I hope you join us for the holidays. If not, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.